Hello, everyone. My name is Ashley Alvin. I am an Evo 200 double gold consultant with Evolution and Archer Travel. And today I'm going to be teaching you guys about the basic rundown. Okay, I got you. I would teach you guys about the basic rundown of the Royal Caribbean. Okay, so this is a live session that is being recorded. So if you are watching this recording, I appreciate it. And as well, we're going to be talking a little bit in here, so it's going to be a little interactive. And Alyssa already said, "Find me a cruise wedding, girl. I got you. I've actually just booked one a while back. I can definitely help you with that. So we're gonna probably be helping Alyssa today find her cruise wedding. But we're going to be basically breaking down how to get registered with Royal Caribbean, how to do the walkthrough of doing a booking, how to manage a booking, what to expect after a booking, all the above. So y'all guys are in for a real treat today. But first, let's go to the basics, just in case anybody stumbles across this, or if you're new here and you're not registered with Royal Caribbean, you all should be though, because that's done in orientation. Okay, so make sure you do orientation. But just in case you did not get registered with them, the quickest way to do so is going to be in the travel cafe, which I am currently in. You can find the travel cafe in your back office. The travel cafe, from there, you're going to go to suppliers, USA suppliers, and then you're going to go through to where it says cruising power. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do the entire walkthrough of how to register because everybody here I know is already registered. So you will have to go to orientation for that, okay? But to real quick, the most important part of the registration is, and anytime you register with a supplier, make sure you read the instructions in the travel cafe. It does tell you that you have to have our cruise line only phone number and that the username has to be your initials plus your Evolution ID in order to be accepted, okay? And that's how you register right there. I will tell you, for those who are not registered, the password is a really hard part to get through. I always suggest you guys to make it some word like password with some numbers or something like that to make it push through if you can't get it through. Okay. But other than that, let's go ahead and dive into Royal Caribbean, which is technically cruising power. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Now I'm old school, so mine looks different from you guys, but it is supposed to be your initials, but I'm old. So I have numbers. All right. So I really like Royal Caribbean, guys. I use their marketing videos a ton. I actually just shared one on YouTube the other day just for fun, and it got over 200 views and it got a few comments and a few interests. So Royal Caribbean's really hot. They have a new ship called the Icon of the Seas, and it is absolutely beautiful. There it is right there. Look, as soon as I said it, it is absolutely beautiful. That is a ship that can really wow clients. And they also normally have a lot of good deals. So let's go ahead and go into the booking part of this. Okay. So to get to the booking, you're going to go into Espresso and it says hello. All right. So in here, before we get into this, okay, there's certain things that you can do. Now with Royal Caribbean, you can reserve a certain amount of rooms without a deposit, which would be done right here. After so many rooms, you do have to put a $50 deposit. I believe it's 8 rooms, but if it's wrong, it may have changed, but I'm pretty sure it's 8 rooms. Um, So you can do a deposit after that, or you can just reserve that and then keep going as you do a group. You do have to have that minimum to get the group rate. But for today, we're going to just do an individual reservation. All right. You can as well find a flight, but I always try to be careful with finding flights inside of a cruise line. Okay. They might not have the best price. So if you have a client that is trying to be budget friendly, try to look elsewhere. But if not, see if they have a deal with a certain like cruise ship. They might have $200 off the airfare, something like that. So check and see if maybe you could get a deal in here or check and see for somewhere else for a flight. Okay. So as well, after you do your bookings, you can always find them here. And I like this one because you can type in their name. I don't ever keep up with the booking ID unless I got to go look through paper, right? So you can type in their name right here and you can search it. So that's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and get into the booking. So start an individual reservation. Okay. So today we are doing Royal Caribbean. I've noticed now for all brands, They kind of limited. They used to have the other ones here. So I'm not sure what's going on with cruising power, but I know for sure that we can book Royal Caribbean. So we're gonna go with that. All right. All ships, that's fine. Destinations. Alyssa, where is your destination from, sweetheart? Let me know. And then she said February 2025 or February 25th. Hold on. You can unmute if you want. Oh, 2024. Okay. So February 25th of 2024. And what's your departure port? Okay, you want to go to the Caribbean. All right. We got a couple Caribbeans we can look at. Miami or Fort Lauderdale. All right. Miami's going to be your best bet for the Caribbean. So let's take a look there. Oh, Robin. Robin said, "Can I share RC digital brochures on Facebook?" Absolutely, girl. You can share their videos. You can share everything. And if you go to Evolution Travel Cafe on YouTube, they have a lot of videos you can download with Royal Caribbean. And that's the one I took. And I downloaded it and then uploaded it to YouTube, and it took off. So yes, anything Royal Caribbean, they're not very particular on it, and they're there to help you, and they want to get sales. Okay, so go for it, girl. All right. So departure part. Let's go to Miami. All right. And destinations. We could do the Caribbean, but I know it's going to pop up with a couple of them. And then she said February 25th of 2024. So we're just going to do, well, they do have the 25th technically, but let's just kind of back it up a little bit to see more of a range. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I feel you. Okay. So let's go here. If it's for a wedding, you're probably gonna want to do 7 days. And I'm just tell you that because when you guys do weddings for Royal Caribbean, they have to be unless they want like a port wedding, they have to be at sea to do the wedding, or it'll take an entire day away from them. So you'll make sure you guys have enough days for that, okay? Now in here, what's kind of cool about Royal Caribbean is that you can do more than one room. So if I wanted to add a room, I could do it all at one time. Whereas normally you have to do one and then close that out, do another. You guys can do that in here. And let's just say if I were to add a room here, you can also do where it's connecting. Okay. So connecting means that they'll be right beside each other. And that's really good for people that like maybe have large families and they want to be close. You guys can do that in here. All right. As well, you can name the room if you want. You can put the adults, whatever. If you have children, you can put that in there too. But I'm just gonna do two adults for today. Okay. Now, I will tell you, check and make sure if your client has a loyalty number or a promo code. Because I can tell you, Royal Caribbean, they do offer certain promo codes. For a while, I was using one that was called Set Sail, and that worked pretty well. I don't know if it still works, but try it. But it was taking $50 off, and they didn't know that. And I got it from one client. I used it on another. But they were taking $50 off, so they were thinking that they were getting it $50 cheaper, but I just had a promo code. So check and see if Royal Caribbean has any promo codes out there that you can use because you can use them. Okay. Also, make sure and check and see if they have a loyalty number. A lot of times they can get more benefits or better rates with that loyalty number. So ask your client, do you have one? If not, have them get one because why not put this cruise points towards their loyalty number, right? Um, where do you find those codes? So I don't know. My client got the code inside of an email. She actually ended up getting like a Royal Caribbean credit card because she was going to do her wedding through there. So when she did that, she just had the card. So like it came with the loyalty number and it gave her a promo code to her email. So something like that might be why they get a promo code. But hey, if you try it, use it, go for it. All right. Um, promotional qualifiers. These are important because it's going to offer them certain rates. So age 55 plus, the fire department, all of that. They might offer certain rates for that departure port. Might have like a 55 plus rate going on. So make sure you check that. And then of course ask them the resident state that they're from, just in case, because sometimes like Texas will do rates that are lower if you go to Galveston. So check for that. But we're just gonna say Florida for today. All right. So we got 54 sailings. Okay. And they're 7 days. So that works out perfectly. But they are a little expensive. Now she said February 25th. let's see. Look at that one. Wow. Look at this. February 23rd. It's a 9-day cruise and it's cheap. Do you like that one, Alyssa? Can that be the perfect? That's 9 days, girl. That's plenty of days for you to get married. That's perfect. We're gonna go with that one because that's a really good price for 9 days. I don't know why it's so cheap, but we're gonna take it because you can see the other prices listed there. All right.
Let's see the
So
itinerary.
you want to see the itinerary? All right, I got you. And it's Eastern Caribbean. Okay. Oh, where to go? Oh, I clicked on the ship. My bad. Well, that's what the ship looks like. Come here. Where's that? I'm gonna have to open the whole thing. Hold on. Unless I can do it this way. There we go. All right. So we've got Miami cruising, Dominican Republic, St. Thomas, St. John. This is a beautiful cruise. Wow. St. Martin, St. Kitts. And then like for her, who she wants to get married, we can get married on this day or this day. I don't know if they'll allow this one because they're returning, but that will give you 2 extra days to get married. So if somebody's getting married on the same ship, they can get married on this one and you still have that one because that's perfect for you. I love this. This is beautiful. So yeah. All right. Now, let's just say we did go ahead and pick this one. You guys can actually create an equal email before you even get into it. Okay. But for the sakes, we are going to go through it, right? But let's just say if I had a client that was like, oh, I just want to take a look at this, create an e-quote, send it out and keep going. Okay. But let's go ahead and select it. I'm going to select here. And then you guys also can select up to 3 and you can compare them. Okay. They have a compare option. And then if you guys ever need to change any of the stuff, one of my favorite things, because sometimes they make you go to the back and start all over again if you change it, VAX does that. But here you can actually modify anything that you looked up if you want to change it. So let's say she changed her mind and she wanted to do Fort Lauderdale. We can go in there and change it, the dates, all of that. Okay. So that is perfect. And you can add the promo code in there too. Okay. Let's hit select. I might have to do a mock booking for this cruise because this is a good price. All right. Reservations pending, promo codes, all of this. Okay, nice. Insurance, gratuities, etc. And then I'm just taking a look at everything that I want to look at. So first things first, if you guys are going to do, oh, I do actually, I also have something else I can show you guys. I have an itinerary that I do for Royal Caribbean and it closes every single time. And I'm going to show it to you. Okay. So you guys can learn how to close a Royal Caribbean. All right. So here's the starting prices. They have 5:30 p.m. as waitlisted. You guys have to learn about dining times if you're booking cruises. This is way too early to eat. I always give this time to my client or my time. There's the port to call again if you guys need that. And 9 nights. All right, cool. Got that done. And then let's go in here. Okay. This is the part I want to look at. View promotions real quick. So they're going to have different deals that you guys can check out. Oh, did it just start back over? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. So these are the certain promotions that you guys can look at, okay? Be careful with these because you see where it says resident. If you just went in there and put in Florida and they'd actually live at Florida and you get one of these rates, it's not going to give it to them when they go to check in. Does everybody understand that? Because they technically are not a resident of Florida. So watch that, all right? Now, I've noticed a lot of times too with like Carnival, they'll give you our Interline program, but you have to be a travel agent to get that program or a close family member. So watch that as well. Now, Royal Caribbean, they don't have something like that, but just pay attention to the promos, okay? Also, please note that some of these promos may be non-refundable. If they're non-refundable, once they lock in that deposit, that's it. That deposit, that's done. Okay, they can't get that deposit back. Now they could have, look, they got the air promotions that we were talking about. They could have like vacation insurance and stuff, and that's fine. But just be careful with the non-refundable deposit, right? And explain that to your client. Now, one thing I want to point out real quick, this is my favorite part right here. You see this? Guest amenities, $50 onboard credit. Normally, if you book a Royal Caribbean cruise line far enough out, they will give this to your client. They do not do this on the website sometimes, okay? And we're going to find out today if they're going to do it or not. Sometimes I get lucky and they don't, and then I can offer it to my client. Now, when my client came to me, she actually told me, she said, if I book with you, do I get that $50 onboard credit? Because I know that's with a travel agent. And I was like, actually, yes. So some clients already know that. So double check it. Okay. You can always find it right here. Now, oh, I was right. It is a minimum of 8 rooms. Okay. So for the groups, this is a group thing right here. All right. If you book this and later on you want to add more cabins, say if this is her wedding and she wanted to add in more cabins, this is that group number right there. And that's how you add them in. Okay. You do need 8 groups or 8 cabins to get that credit. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rooms. It's the girl's wedding. We're just making the scenario up. So let's get her an ocean view balcony. Yes, that's nice. It's not a bad price. You need a balcony because you just get married. You need to live your best life. Let's go right here. This is perfect. Can you explain the credit? Okay, so tour credit. So basically, once you get that one, the credit is referring to creating a credit for the group rate. Okay, that's the first part. But they do give you TC credits, which are tour credits. You can use them for certain amenities for your clients. They give them certain perks and stuff like that. After booking so many rooms, it starts building on tour credits, and you can use that to reward your group. Okay. But this one requires a minimum of 8, but it also requires a minimum of 8 to get considered a group. You have to book 8 rooms. I believe the minimum for them is 8, so yes. But sometimes it varies between either 5 or 8. I just don't remember which cruise line does which. Carnival has one, and it's just a particular. But based off of this, I would say, yeah, it's 8. That's just for the group rate, though. You don't have to book it now, but that's just to get the group rate for 8 rooms. Okay. So let's go in. Hatches. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was like, hatches. What's a hatch? All right. So let's go in here and oh, I like the guarantee for the this is on waitlisted. That's not good. Girl, this cruise is packed. We're gonna have to get you an ocean view because this cruise is packed. Of course it's packed. Like I mean, look at the prices. We're gonna have to get you an ocean view. Or we could do this price. Let's just do this one. Okay, so guarantee. Do you guys see how? Let me explain this. So waitlisted, for those who don't know, that means it's not available, but there's a list for it. Available 2 rooms. Okay. If they pick this, they're gonna get their room numbers right when you book it. All right. These are all closed, waitlisted, etc. The guarantee that I selected means that they will not get a room number until they get on the ship. Okay. So please note that if they're a stickler for a room number, which they have no reason to be, that's perfectly fine. But if they are like that, make sure you get an available. And it explains it down here if you need it. As well, if you guys do 2 rooms, that tells you which rooms have connectings. So you guys can see it on there as well. Okay. Note that guarantee rooms can have obstructed views. If it has an obstructed view, sometimes it normally will tell you. Let me see if I can find one. No, they don't have it. So Carnival definitely tells you if it's an obstructed view. But yes, that is true. So if it's a guarantee, they might have an obstructed room. So find out what your client wants. But today, girl, we won't get this. You are not going to spend that much time in the room. All right. Create an e-quote. You can do that here again. If you pick the room and now you got what you wanted, you can come in here and do an e-quote, send it out to your client. You can also do a price quote. I like to do this because if I'm just trying to get the prices all together, I'm just trying to figure it all out, then I'm going to come in here and, tell my client this information. Like I will put this onto an itinerary so I don't have to keep going through the whole booking. Okay. So you can see right here, $500 deposit is required. Okay. But guess what day it's required? Can anybody note the date that it's required? November 7th. So that means I can do what? I can reserve this cruise without taking a payment up front. How beautiful is that? What a deal closer, right? The final amount is due on November 25th. They only have less than a month to pay all of that, but hey, that's what it is. And then the final payment amount is the 4,700. Then again, they have the breakdown of how it all works. And then for us, because we need to know how much we're making off this cruise. So we're going to be making a total of $626. That's not bad, right? Royal Caribbean, they do pay out 18%, so that's pretty nice. Okay. On top of that, you do make 10% of any excursions or packages that they add. So we also have that little 10% coming in. All right. So there we go. We can see all of that. Why did they do it like that? Oh, because they added the commission. Okay. So hide that. That's the total. Don't pay attention to that net total. All right. Guarantee. We're good. We're good. Now, keep going. Keep going. Let's actually select the cruise this time. All right. Continue. So for today purposes, I will be making up some names because I want to carry it through. And then I want to show you guys what you guys can do after you reserve it. And then I'm just going to go and cancel it because it doesn't matter. So how about we just even use my name today? Y'all gonna know all my stuff. It's okay. It's out there. It's the world. You can Google it probably at this point. Onboard language. We are female. You gotta have your title. Lord, you gotta have the title. I don't have a loyalty number. Sure, I'm from Florida. Skip all of this, okay? When you're doing this with a client, you want to get the most important information and get it and go. With all my clients, before I even get to the booking part, I will automatically ask them name, date of birth. Are you from the United States with your passport? That's the important. Passport is the United States. Or your birth certificate, United States. And then I want their address, their email, and their phone numbers. I just need that and I can do everything else. We can get all the important information like passport, air, city, all of that later on. We don't need that, okay? Guess number 2. Let's make it my husband and his date of birth. Oh, snap. There we go. Country. He's from the United States. He is a male. Mr. Oh, I should do master. Okay. So keep going, keep going. Dining options for guest 1. I don't know why we would have different ones, but we're going to have the same dining time. Okay. 8 p.m. is honestly, I've been on cruises. 8 p.m. is the best time because 5:30 is way too early to get dressed and look pretty. So I always suggest 8 p.m. or my time dining. In the cruise planner app that they have for Royal Caribbean, if they select my time, they will be able to go in and reserve what times they want to dine. Okay. Select table size, optional. If I don't want to sit with anybody, it's not guaranteed, but you can put it in there. Include family time. That means that they only sit with their family. Okay. So future cruise credit redemption. This is when a client will go on a cruise and then when they're leaving, Royal Caribbean will go, hey, if you pay this much money right now, you're going to get so much off your future cruise and here's a credit. So they will pay so much money and then they'll give them a credit for a little bit more or however, and then they will get a certificate number with their name and that number. You can put it in there and apply it. All right. It doesn't happen too often, but if they're like avid, like Royal Caribbean cruisers, they will have this. So make sure you ask them if they've been on a cruise before and if they have a cruise credit redemption. Okay. Restriction level. If they're a married couple, you might want to have their beds together, but that's not guaranteed. Okay. So pre-vacation information. We're just gonna pick something. Sure. And then, yep. All right. Now, before I keep going, add travel protection for this booking, $398. I always suggest it. So today, just because I got all the money in the world, we're gonna do it. All right. Make sure I got everything filled out. Waiting list, seat list. If someone books their next cruise on board, can they transfer it to that to us? You would have to call Royal Caribbean, ask. A lot of the times, if they book the entire cruise, probably not. But if they only pay the deposit on it, a lot of times you can transfer it. But you would have to call Royal Caribbean and ask them if you can. Okay. Yeah, we're good. It'll let me know if we're not. So I'll hit review and book. Oh, I didn't put the birth date. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. How dare I? Hold on, guys. Here we go. Gotta be specific here, don't we? Oh, all right. Keep on. Yeah, so Jennifer said if you made the booking that the sailing is on, it should automatically be underneath you through the book, the next cruise on board. Okay, well, that's good to know because I didn't know that. So Jennifer says that if they made the booking underneath you and they do the booking again, then it will fall underneath you. That's good to know. Thank you, Jennifer. I hope my client does that. Please go and book again. Thank you. Have a good day. Right? All right. So pricing at glance, total price. Ooh, the price. Oh, because I added the vacation protection. I was about to say hello. All right. So technically we are booked for this. It is pending. It'll go from pending to booked once I go in there and pay the deposit. Okay. Since the deposit is not due till so many days, I have time to go in there, and if I can cancel it, I can do whatever I want with it. All right. And canceling it can be done by releasing the stateroom right there. All right. But I wanted to do this so I could show you guys basically how this works. All right. Now I did get a resident thing, so that's pretty cool. I got a promotion for that. They have all the prices, everything is done in here. Vacation total. Okay. And then I have to confirm. But I'm not gonna do that. We don't have to do that right now. What's the best way to search for international cruises? Example, Mediterranean cruises. Honestly, Felicia, I would check out Cruise Complete. Not Cruise Complete, they changed it. It's Cruise Pro now. Sorry. No, or Cruise Complete. It's Cruise Complete. Oh my God. Sorry. They have the new name. It's an Agent Universe. Um, it's on the right-hand side. I actually have a training in my YouTube. You can check it out. But there you can search all cruises that wherever you want them to go, and it'll break down every cruise line for you. Okay. Now, let's go to Royal Caribbean real quick and run the same thing because I want to show you guys why I like to book them. And then I'm going to go over the manage booking and all of that, okay? But let's just run this real quick. All right. Cruise date. I did February 2024, right? Most now. Yeah, I did. Okay, February 23rd. Departure port. There it is. Oh, nope, that's not it. Keep going. Load more. This one? Oh yeah, this is it. February 23rd. Okay. Okay, got it. You can see the balconies on watch list. It has only the ocean view. That's insane. All right, let's go. 646. Did I do an ocean view or I did the balcony? No, I did ocean view balcony, but look, they have it at waitlisted, so I don't even know if they can book it. Oh, hold on. Because mine was available. Let's see, select the date. Let's see what it does. Y'all see that? They don't even have it open to them. Let's keep going. Let's see what happens. I just need one room and 2 guests. But all they're giving me is this room. Okay, itinerary, ocean view. Okay, let's go. Spacious ocean view. Let me look at the one I picked. Ocean view balcony. They don't have my room. What's this? Ocean view balcony guarantee. Okay. They don't have it worded the same, and I don't like that, but that works. All right, so here, this is the part we need, okay? So you're gonna see here on the right-hand side, this is the total price, 5,660. Now it's gonna drop a little bit because I'm gonna get this code, okay? So we don't have to really compare the prices because if I put in that I'm a Florida resident, it's gonna kick it on there. A lot of the times, it's normally the same price as Royal Caribbean, okay? Not gonna lie to you, a lot of times it's kind of the same price, or it might be a little bit cheaper, but they don't have this exact room that I'm booking. So it's kind of an advantage that they may have closed it off to the website and gave it to us, but it's not the exact thing, obviously. Now, I don't have all the promotions in there because I didn't fill all this out. So we're gonna just ignore this part right here. This is what I really want to show you guys, okay? So you're gonna see the due today is the 500, right? Do you see how it says due today? This is how I close Royal Caribbean. What did it say for us? It's due when? November 7th. So if they book it today, they have to pay $500 up front. But if they book it with us, they have almost over a week to go and reserve it. That's the first thing I do to close the Royal Caribbean booking. Okay. The second thing is you're gonna see the promotions and stuff. Um, I would have to go all the way through, but a lot of the times they don't offer the $50. I don't see it on here. Let me see if I can get any. I might have to fill it all the way out. Nope, it's gonna tell me right here. There's the 30% off. There's the flash sale. Nope, they don't have it. So more than likely they don't have the $50 credit. But if I were you and you were actually going through this, go ahead and fill it all the way out, okay? So noting that, how do we present that to our client? I'm gonna show you how I do it. You can make it way prettier than me, okay? But whatever. So this is how I do it. I do it in a Google Doc and I've updated it several times. So if my clients come back in here, they're gonna see it, but that's okay. So this one was for a 7-day Western Caribbean. Make it like pretty like that. I do reserve today with no deposit, $500 payment due October 18th. I take all of this information from that e-quote or the price quote. I don't go all into the details. I copy and paste the itinerary in here. I take a picture of the room, the ocean stateroom. If it's more than one room, I will copy this and paste it again. I do the breakdown of the cruise fare, the taxes, the total, the deposit due date, the deposit due, final due date, and the total price. Can you share that? Yeah, I can share that. That's fine. So then going on, this is my closer, guys. Ooh, okay. So I kind of took this from Carnival and then I edited it. So Carnival don't come after me. Oh, but why use a travel advisor? This sells them every single time. Okay. And I come in here for your particular cruise. You have the option to reserve with no deposit compared to a regular online booking that will be due immediately. As well, for booking with me, you will receive a $50 onboard credit to use on the ship or towards your gratuities. And as well, you'll receive a voucher that you can use for your honeymoon. This was for the cruise wedding I did. I gave her a voucher for booking with me. So then I go in there, and this is from Carnival right here. It's good stuff though. It sells the deal. Okay. Cruise guests enjoy 10% higher. Yeah, that sounds great. Travel agents rock Carnival. Thanks. Oh yeah. Hey girl, that's okay. If you want to do that, no, I'm just kidding. Book for yourself, please, please, please. To add cruise care, it will be $218. I do put that in there. Um, if they don't want to do cruise care, they don't have to, but I do make them, sign the credit card authorization form that states they did not do that. Okay. And then I also put in there about gratuities. A lot of people who do bookings or cruises, they don't know about gratuities, and I explain it to them to the T. This is the total. You can pay this up front after the deposit, or even wait till you get on the ship. This is great, so you don't have to tip anybody, but I still tip at the bar. I always put something nice in there. All right. And then to reserve a no deposit, please contact me by blah blah blah. And then I put my information at the bottom. So yeah, this is what I use to close. Let me share it. Make sure you save a copy though, because you won't be able to do anything. You can only view it. All right. Save a copy and then you guys can edit it. But that's my closer. I'm telling you, every time I've ever produced one of these, I close a Royal Caribbean every single time. Okay. So let's talk about after they do the booking. Okay. Finish this out. So after you do it, this is what the screen will come to. Okay. It'll always look like this when you come back into it. So reservation summary, you can come in there, you can get your itinerary, anything. This is the whole booking process. Okay. So you can go and review it if you want. You probably won't be able to make any changes. But then they have the options of stuff right here. So insurance, gratuities, and options. So let's go in here and take a look. So you can, of course, go in here and add the cruise care. Right? And then you can add the gratuities, or you can just get the price for your client. And then you can hit continue, all of that. Okay. And then as well, somebody's driving by on a motorcycle. Sorry. They have that redeem future cruise credit if they didn't have it at first. They've got special services. So let's just say it was somebody's anniversary, engagement, honeymoon. They don't do the wedding part. You have to call for weddings. They all have all special meals, whatever, retirement. They got all that stuff, okay? And you can put the date in there, insert notes. It's just a little fancy way for them to do something for them, but they don't really do much, okay? And then we also have cross-reference. I don't think I've ever actually opened this tab. What is this? Okay, entering our reservation ID, would like to cross-reference this current reservation and then checking the correspondence you wish to cross-reference. Okay, so this is cross-referencing together booking. Okay, we don't ever really use that. If you need to use that, call Royal Caribbean because honey, don't mess that up. All right, cruise tours. If they want to do cruise tours, you can come here. Use Google Doc instead of something like Travefy, assuming it does the same thing. Oh, I mean, I don't pay for Travefy, so that's probably why. But if I were to do anything other than Google Docs, it would be Canva. Because Canva is nice too. They have nice itineraries. They don't have any cruise tours. Okay, fine. And then go back. It just pulled me out of everything. It's because I didn't book it. There we go. And then cruise only transfers. So that's going to be if they need to transfer to the cruise. Okay. They can do hotels in here. And then if they want to do the airfare, it's going to be on the outside. They're not going to have it in here. Then you can do the airfare. And if there's a promo for the airfare, you can get it in here and then do the promo with the airfare. Okay. But you can't do all of that in here. They do have hotels and then the cruise only transfers in this part. All right. Now, here's the fun part. After you do a Royal Caribbean booking, you're going to call back in 7 days, hopefully sooner. You get that deposit, you secure it, right? The top part right here, not where I was. The top part right here will go from pending to then booked, right? And it'll either say reserved or booked, however it wants to fancy itself. And then you're going to be able to make payments. Okay. I like Royal Caribbean for a couple reasons. You can come in here and make the payment, and then you do have to allocate which the payments go to, or they can make payments on their app. So they have an app called the Cruise Planner app. I don't have it in here on the left-hand side, but it'll say after the cruise, like after you make the payment, it'll say cruise planner purchases on the left-hand side right here, okay? You can view what they purchase on the Royal Caribbean Cruise Planner app. But guys, we can't really do any bookings for them for excursions, okay? A lot of the cruise lines let us book excursions, etc. They actually have to do that on the app, Cruise Planner app, okay? So that's kind of like the drawback, but I like to send them to the app as soon as I do the booking. I'll be like, all right, go ahead and download the app, put this reservation in there and go take a look at everything inside of it. Explore your options. When I did that with my first client that did the Royal Caribbean, y'all, she did the unlimited dining package and she did like 3 excursions. I got an extra like $80 off of all of the things that she booked. So perfectly fine. Let them explore. Okay. And when they do them, they do have to purchase them. So it works out really good. How do they get paid on excursions, even if they book themselves? Because it's connected to the booking. It'll show up on the left-hand side as cruise planner purchases. It'll like, I can't show it to you now because I haven't made up like the reserve. I have to reserve it before they can even do that. But say if I were to make the deposit, it'll show up on the left-hand side. Okay. So how this works is they'll have the option of going in, and they do all the purchasing themselves. And then at 30 days out, it's gonna open an e-doc, which I don't have opened right here, but it'll have an e-doc, and then you'll start sending them the e-doc, the paperwork, and then you'll send them the luggage tax as well. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you have to do. You are good to go. What app? What is a berth? The berth is a cabin. They call it a berth here, but it's a cabin. And an app is called the Cruise Planner. Let me show you. Royal Caribbean. There it is. Oh, wait. I can't see. That's not it. What is it called? Hold on. I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on. Oh, am I blind? That's not it. Hold on. Oh, okay. We'll type in app to make you guys happy. Yeah, the Royal app is what it's called, but it's Cruise Planner is what it is. And they can basically download it. They put in their booking number and it pops right up and they can go in and do everything. They make payments, whatever. Now, of course, I don't let them just run ragged and make payments without making sure it's taken care of. I still call them a week out, but I do give them that option. I still take a credit card authorization form, of course, and their ID. And then, of course, I will tell you a secret, okay? It's not always 100% true, but My last Royal Caribbean, it was supposed to be, they just took it on October and I already got paid for it. So make sure you guys turn in your commission tracking forms early. Don't wait to do a commission tracking form. Like, don't wait till they leave, because sometimes they do pay out early. It's not a guarantee. Okay. Don't go to Archer and be like, Ashley said that they were gonna pay me early. No, but they did pay early this time for me. So make sure you guys have that commission tracking form. Okay. Yeah, Robin, I will show you. We can actually, I'll show you right now, actually. Robin wants to know, she said, another question for sharing media. You said look on YouTube under evolution. Yep, absolutely. So I'll show you guys, since it's a part of the Royal Caribbean. I go to Evolution Travel Cafe. And then right here, I gotta go into Royal or Evolution Travel Cafe right here. It says free marketing videos, download with caption. And then you open them up. And they have one just for Royal Caribbean. I use this one, Let's Cruise. It has all of the cruise lines. And then they have one that's just Royal Caribbean as well. They have actually all the cruise lines in here. And you guys just literally, like, if you click on it, I don't want it to start playing. Let me just click on one of them.
Famous.
It's like an actual commercial too, guys. Pretty nice. You just download it right here. And then I uploaded to Canva, put some stuff in it, go on. Pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. That's how I close a Royal Caribbean. That's how I book one. That's how I manage it. Do you guys have questions for me? Is there anything that I didn't hit or I need to cover? Hmm? Ooh, no questions. Good. It means I did a good job, right? I'm just kidding. All right. So, what was YouTube? All right, I got you. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna stop recording for a second. But before I stop recording, guys, if you are watching the recording, right about now at the bottom of your screen on the YouTube, it's gonna have a suggested video for you. That is what YouTube suggests. That will be the next training video for you guys. Go ahead and feel free to check it out. And make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get all the updated trainings. I do try to post a couple trainings every week, so make sure you guys subscribe for more information. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out.